The president granted, in effect, amnesty to 5 million people, what Congress had directly refused to do when considering that. And he did it by basically saying, I'm not going to enforce the laws of the United States of America.
All right, of America. And joining us now is the man in the video, Senator Jeff Sessions, ranking member of the U.S. Senate Budget Committee and member of the Senate Subcommittee on Immigration, Border Security, and Citizenship. And Senator, welcome aboard. You have been a voice out there who is not giving up and not capitulating, but what is the party going to wind up doing here?
Well, it's a difficult matter right now, it appears. I just feel myself that this is an illegal, unconstitutional order that the president is executing. We just have discovered they've got a building in Crystal City across the river from Washington. They now have applications out for 1,000 employees, a $100 million facility that Congress has never authorized, never funded, and shouldn't fund.
Well, where'd it come from? Then where'd it come from, Senator? People. Then how'd they get the bill? Well, who's giving them the money?
That's a good question. So the money is being reallocated within the department, and Congress has the absolute power to say, no, we want to use this money for lawful activities, not unlawful. You cannot spend it on creating a building and 1,000 new workers to do your amnesty with, and we should do that, in my view.
All right, but it looks like, you know, we've heard about kumbaya between Boehner and Reid, and Boehner wants no part of any kind of defunding of this. And isn't it true, and isn't it proper logic to assume that if he's going to allow it to start, he will never, ever at any point say, I'm now going to stop it? You know, if you're not taking a stand at the beginning, you're not going to take a stand in the middle, right?
Steve, I'm worried about that. I think it does send that signal. However, it won't be long, and we'll have a majority of Republicans in the Senate, and we'll have a much better chance of moving legislation in the Senate. But if this thing goes over to next year, we do need a clear plan and a commitment to reverse this order, in my opinion. And I think a majority of the American people clearly support that. We had 8 or 9 now, maybe 9 Republican Senate seats, all picked up. Not one of them said, I want to favor this activity. I think every one of them said they opposed it. So, yes, I think we should not give up and should keep fighting.
Is Boehner one guest? I think it was Pat Buchanan who said on this show that Boehner will do what the people who pay his room, board, and tuition want him to do, referring to the commerce, the Chamber of Commerce people. Is that the problem here?
I just don't know what justifies the president's, the speaker's thinking. And I just believe that the American people do not want this to happen, that Congress will fund the government of the United States, but it does not have to fund every request the president makes. He's requested this money to process these unlawful entrants into America. Congress opposes it. It's unlawful for him to do so without laws being passed. And we shouldn't fund it because it's wrong and because it's unconstitutional.
And Senator, finally, we find out in the LA Times that the year ending September 30th, there was a 14% drop in the number of immigrants deported from the U.S. In that time period from 2013 to 2014, September 30th to September 30th.
That's exactly right. Over 2 years, it's a 23% drop, and since 2011, I think it's a 50% drop. We've had an administration that's systematically dismantling immigration law in America. Their own former officer, one of their officials, said if you're a routine immigrant, your chance unlawfully in America, not committing a violent crime or something, your chances of being deported are zero. It's a unilateral dismantlement of immigration law. The American people rightly don't like it. They need to know more about it. It's worse than most people think, but it's possible to fix it.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. We can fix it with will and a clear determination.
All right, Senator, I know you'll keep the fight up. Thank you very much for taking the time. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you. Senator Jeff Sessions, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Steve Malzberg Show. When we come back, we're going to get a very unique view someone who agrees with me on the Staten Island grand jury verdict. Retired NYPD Detective Harry Houck will be here. He's my new hero. We'll tell you why. Don't go away.